Hello guys, welcome here to another Revit structure masterclass course tutorial. Kindly like, share, subscribe, able to motivate me to keep preparing more tutorials on Revit structure. So in today's session, we shall look at modeling an elevator shaft plus creating a shaft opening. So considering our plan as shown here, we could start by drawing a structure wall to hold the shaft. So an elevator shaft is a structural item. That's why we bring it here. So when you come to wall, you're able to choose a basic concrete wall. I could choose an exterior of 250, but you could type it, duplicate, to 250 millimeter. Then OK. Then we shall edit the structure. Then OK. Apply. OK. So then we shall draw it by height. Then the top constraint will be the roof level. Then the location face, you could go for finish face exterior. Turn on the chain, then the offset could be to 200 millimeter. Then you could choose the rectangle icon. So you could come here, select here, to be able to insert our elevator shaft. So when you go to a 3D view, this is how our shaft looks like. So returning back to our ground floor, and when you select it, it is showing these temporary dimensions as inner dimensions. So if you want to control the appearance of these dimensions, you're able to go to the Manage tab, Additional Settings, Annotations, then Temporary Dimensions. So if you want the wall dimensions to appear on the center lines of faces, you will be able to change them here, as well as the doors. But these are the settings I would like to have here. So if you change it to center line and you apply it, then you select it again, the dimensions will appear on the center lines. So still, if you come back here and you select it as on the faces, okay. So still the dimensions are appearing for only the faces without considering the center line. So after that, we shall add a foundation wall beneath this elevator shaft we've created. So still in our structure tab, we can add a wall, and we can now choose a 300 by 300 millimeter concrete wall. Then it will be by depth, and it will be connected to the top of footing. So still the finish could be maintained, and the offset could still be 200 millimeter. So you select here, could still use a rectangle too. So select here. So we have been able to add our foundation underneath it. So when you come to our 3D view, yes, so our foundation has been added, and that is how it looks like. Let's try to control the visualization. So that is how it's appearing. So next we can look at adding a slab foundation beneath our elevator shaft. So still going to the top of footing level. So this is our shaft where we want to add a slab. foundation, and then we shall put a pit within it. So still on the structure tab, foundations, we shall opt for slab foundation. Then from the drop-down menu, we can select a 300mm thick slab foundation done on the boundary line. We select for rectangular option, then with an offset of 500mm. You can able to select from here up to here. Then after that, we can again insert our inner pit. We can give it an offset of 1000mm. So it could be from here. And select the tab key. So yes, so now being able to add it. So when you select it, you can able to change these temporary dimensions. Then by selecting here, you can be able to change these temporary dimensions. So after then, we can be able to move it. You can select it to move the location of the pit. You can move it from here up to there. So after we finish, then now we can go to our 3D view to view our added slab footing. So here, our slab footing has been added. So when we come on the control icons, yes, that's how it's being viewed. So it has been added beneath our strip footing attached to our elevator shaft. So our next step will be adding a shaft opening. And this shaft opening stops items such as slabs and roofs from passing through it. And this void cuts out roofs and floors, but not the structure framing. So now our ground floor plan, on our structure tab, opening palette, we can enable shaft. Then we can give it an offset of, without any offset, then we can look at boundary line. We can choose a rectangular icon, then we can draw it from here up to there. Then after we can look at the symbolic lines. We can draw first symbolic line from there to here. Now next symbolic line from here to here. Then we can able to finish. So go into our 3D view. Our shaft has been added. So you can hover around to be able to locate it. So when it's selected here, you can able to edit it on the properties palette. So the base constraint could be the top of footing, then our base offset could be set to 0. Then the top constraint could be set to roof. Then you apply. So this is our shaft. So still it has these constraint handles which you can still use to position or move it. So that is how we draw an elevator shaft and add shaft openings in Revit structure. So you get it by hovering around, we will select it and draw it. So in our next session we shall look at adding stepped footings. For now it's a bye.